And we're live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dig it. Dig it. Macho Dubs is here, standing alongside my tag team partner, Buzzkill. What's going on, Buzzkill?
How do you respond?
Oh,
How do you respond to that? You're just excited because we finally get to do a show live, as opposed to pre-taping
Yeah.
it.
Yes. It's been ridiculous the last couple of weeks, but we've had a lot of fun. And Steven, kudos to you. Congratulations. You've had some big broadcasting gigs, which led us to having to pre-tape the last
Yes.
couple of episodes, but we're here, we're ready, and we're pumped up. We're excited. Macho Dubs and Buzzkill bringing the heat. Second to final episode of Legend Center. And we got some really, really cool stuff to talk about. There's a lot going on in the world of at games. Not a lot of esports right now, which is what we're supposed to be doing. But without esports, at least we're going to deliver the news and deliver it with our own style and grace. So, of course, guys, I am Patrick, aka P Dubs, and with me, as always, is Stephen Haywood, aka Buzzkill.
Buzzkill.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channels and make sure you join the At Games Facebook fan pages and all that good stuff.
Well, it was
You know what we should do?
But no, really quick before pre-show,
All right.
during pre-show when you and I were getting set up, you let me know that we just kind of hit some milestones on YouTube, which I didn't even realize. So I'm going to have to thank my subscribers. But thank you to you guys that have subscribed. Dubs told me I just hit 6K subscribers for a guy that really doesn't put a lot of effort into his YouTube channel. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
And for a guy that puts in way too much effort,
amen to that.
4K subscribers. So thanks, guys. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you at the next milestone. But you know what, Steven? It's time to level up the legends,
and not in the Macho Man voice.
All right, guys. Firmware 5.4.0 hits us today. It's going to smack you in the face like a steel chair. And guess what, guys?
Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
It's a good one. Well, I don't know, but let's dive into it. We got some stuff. I think producers, put it on the screen. We want to see firmware 5.4. Okay, let's talk about a couple of the highlights. I'll do this one. Buzzkill, you do the next one. So for Legends Universal Firmware, new and expanded leaderboards, as well as something that is truly innovative and the first time we've ever seen this, I think almost anywhere, online pinball co-op tag team play featuring Leprechaun King. And of course, guys, you're getting your Taito Game Pack 2. That's right, those 27 other promised Taito games are going to be hitting your Legends Ultimate, your Legends Gamer, and your Legends 1.1, 1.0. You're going to get them, maybe. Good stuff there. Take it away, Buzz. Bzz.
Well, that's what we got to see here. What's next on the agenda here?
Yep.
New games. Looks like we're getting Bubble Bobble, Space Invaders, and Quicks. And then the 1.1 and the Gamer enable the rest of the Taito games. And the version 1.0, which is the best version, just saying, is Taito Game Pack 2. And it fixed the owners. So I ran into this problem. It fixed this issue with the 70% downloading the Taito games. I ran into that both on my Legends Gamer and on the Legends Ultimate 1.0. They gave me an early patch to test. It fixed it, but I couldn't get it working on my Gamer, so I was just like, you know what? I'll just wait till this version comes out. So it's nice, Dubs, that they did fix this.
Absolutely. I concur. And you got to say, man, they picked 3 great games to add to our global leaderboards. Go back!
Why?
Go back!
I like pressing buttons. Every time they let me press buttons.
It's not you, it's the producers, remember?
Yeah, but I press the buttons for that.
Okay. All right. So Bubble Bobble, Space Invaders, and Kicks. Guys, 3 awesome games. I will see you on the global leaderboards.
Get out of here.
I'm pumped about those. P-Dubs is going to throw it all in on those games. All right, let's move on to
now you want to now he wants me to push the button here. Okay.
Well, dude, we have so much to cover. All right, guys. So Pinball Add-on X Leprechaun King team play. Now, guys, this truly is an innovative concept that At Games has brought to fruition. There will be a new pinball UCE file available on the At Games website for you to download for Leprechaun King. You're going to pick a 2-player team. You can name your team up to 8 characters and also put your initials in, 3 characters each. And after you guys enter the game at the same time, your combined score will be recorded as a team score on a new team leaderboard on the At Games website. So I am hoping we see some great team competition for online pinball play. I think that's pretty cool. What about you, Buzz?
Well,
Buzz,
I think it'll be really good because it means you can't cheat. So there's no way for you to get high scores by cheating. So I'm down with that.
We got anything else on there, or was that
We
the whole
do.
thing?
We have a bunch of miscellaneous things that were fixed. Added a new add option under Wi-Fi settings to allow manually adding SSIDs. Enabled up
That's
to
huge, dude.
It is, and it isn't, right? It's because most people, unless they're really geeky, they're not going to know how to do that. Right?
Let's keep going.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'll agree. I'll agree with you.
Okay.
I'll agree with you.
Your average. I mean, it is still big.
Well, some folks said their network couldn't find their network. They couldn't see their network. Now they can just type it in, and hopefully that'll pick it up. All right. So I think that's cool.
Sounds to me like they have some networking issues, but enabled up to
Yeah,
4 players when connecting a second arcade fight stick via USB. Now that I'm kind of excited about because remember we had talked about this, about taking, like, say, the Gamer and connecting it to the Legends Ultimate version 1.0. Now you could have somebody playing on the Gamer and playing with you, say, with Turtles on the Legends Ultimate, playing 4 players locally. That's huge.
Huge.
Definitely huge. Definitely.
That's huge. Okay. And also, guys, for those who want to do the voice chat, this is awesome for your live streams. If you guys remember, if you've live streamed with a Bluetooth audio headset, like live streaming to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, right off your Legends Ultimate machine, they've added a mixer setting. So what's cool there is you'll be able to adjust the audio, get that audio, like the game audio, brought down, get your mic audio brought up. That way you can talk over your stream. So that is a big update as well, guys. We're going to have a new mixer setting. And then fix problem switching to sub accounts in portrait mode. I don't know what that is. Did you encounter that at all? I don't know what that means.
No, because I don't really go into different accounts. Like, I have one account and that's it. So
I don't know what it means, guys, but it's huge.
Well, honestly, the volume mixer's huge. Anybody that does live streaming knows you need a volume mixer, whether you're doing it via software or hardware. You have to have a volume mixer to get the volume. So that is a really good improvement. Now, added upload speed in settings / server location and network test. That's also good, Dubs, for live streaming purposes, to make sure that you have enough bandwidth when you're streaming as well as playing your online games. So kudos to At Games for adding that.
And I think it's also going to help. Now, Steven, let me throw this at you. Do you think this is going to help when it comes to troubleshooting problems with ArcadeNet, BYOG, things like that? At Games has discovered that there are some users who internet's just not up to par, guys. And I don't mean that personally. Don't take that as a slam. But sometimes it is your network and not their servers. And then sometimes it's their servers and not your network. So what's cool about having this is it just helps diagnosing the issues so a fix can be implemented. So this is cool, don't you think?
No, I definitely think so, because I do see a lot of folks run into these problems, as well as not following instructions like cleaning up your data before doing updates. And I've personally done it both ways just to see if you're going to get different results. And I don't know if you've done it, Dubs, because you know those people out there that are going, I'm just going to do the update and see what happens. And then it breaks.
I am a naughty boy. I never do a clean update. We keep it dirty here in the loft.
But you know what? I've done it too that way, and it's broken it. So,
Really?
Oh yeah. Not on the Legends, only on the Gamer. So it could be the technology. We'll see.
Could be. What do we got next? I think that's it. Minor UI, general performance and stability, all that subtitle stuff. Very cool. Let's get that off of there and let's figure out what we got next. So where did it go? Yeah. So right here, guys, just as a reminder, this is a slide from our episode a couple weeks ago. Some of the bullet point stuff on the left, pay no heed. Excuse me. Just wanted you guys to kind of take a look at the table on the right. You'll notice that those are the 27 games that are being added to the platform. And let's kind of take a look here. I think there's some really good ones. Obviously, your Space Invaders and Space. What's the other Space Invaders on there?
Space
Can't
Invaders
can't read it on
DX.
my
DX. Well, if you look at the screen,
Oh,
you'd see that it was zoomed in.
all right. Thank you for zooming in. But yeah, guys, we got Pirate Pete, Kicks, Rastan, Space Gun, Legend of Cage, Ninja Kids.
Wait a second.
Violent.
Is that what it's called? Kicks? I've always called it Quicks with the silent U. What is the name? Is that really the name?
Well, Steven, I'm from Chicago. We talk through our nose and we talk funny.
No. I'm being legit. I'm not picking on you on this one. I know. Surprise.
I bet it's Quicks, but I just say Kicks because I'm like,
well,
Kicks.
Let's ask the community. What is the proper way to say this?
I'm sure the professionals will correct us in due time.
That's okay. I'm down with it. Sorry, not to interrupt, but I was curious about that.
Yeah. Good stuff, good games, great Taito games, Zookeeper, all that kind of stuff being added. Very, very cool. So get excited, guys. Those will be added to your system. I'm hearing rumors, and this is just a rumor, don't kill us, that although they fixed it where you weren't able to download the title pack, or it got stuck at 70%, although that fix should go in with this firmware. The one fix that hasn't been implemented yet is if you do another firmware update later on where you don't have to re-download the pack. I think that's on target for the next firmware release. I know that's a high priority item for AtGames. So what it means is 5.4, you should download, get your title pack, all 47 games, and hopefully next week, firmware 5.5, we might have to download one more time the game pack, and hopefully it'll be fixed next week. So just a heads up there, guys. Full transparency. Don't kill the messenger. Just delivering the news.
And I'm going to throw a surprise segment at P-Dubs. He doesn't know about this because he does this to me all the time. He gives me these notes and says, yes, it's a surprise subject. Oh, yes.
What?
Yep.
You're kidding me.
Oh, I'm dead serious. It's called Legends in the Mail.
What?
Yes, and I got an email today. I got a comment on one of my videos, and it's from Steven C. And he says, Steven, I really enjoy the show. I think you and P-Dubs have some real chemistry together. I live in Canada, and I was wondering if you were able to get an update on the status of AtGames in terms of being sold in Canada in time for the next AC Legends show. We heard a lot of possibilities, maybes coming, could be on the way, but nothing definitive. There are a lot of Canadian fans of the product, and we're waiting and bated breath to get our hands on the product. Fingers crossed for some positive news. Thank you in advance, Steven. What do you think, P-Dubs? What do you got?
About Canada?
Yeah, what's can we give them any information? Do we have any information?
I got nothing. I think there was a post on Facebook about this maybe a week or two ago. AtGames said they found a way to get some to Canada through some extravagant.
It was expensive to ship. That was I did see that. Yeah. So that's all the information we have at this time.
Yeah. I wish we could give you more. Thanks so much. I wish you had told me about the new segment. I would have made a bumper and music.
I like to do things, just keep it different and just throw it out there. So, guys, keep your comments coming. Keep your emails coming because this is the type of thing we want to see on Legends Center. And
yeah, guys, even if you miss the shows live, leaving your comments and feedback in the comments section of the YouTube videos after the show is over does help the show, as well as It means a lot to us. And I got to say, Stephen, the last few episodes, we have seen so many positive comments from people. I
Yes.
keep seeing comment after comment, people saying renew Legend Center. And that's nice.
So
We
you can't
appreciate that.
quit. You can't quit. That's what they're saying. You're not allowed to.
We don't know what's going to happen, guys. We have one episode left after this, but let's move on. The crowd is waiting. So what do we got next?
Oh, we've got a nice picture of an At Games.
Yeah.
So I think this is
Yeah.
version 1.1. Is this yours, or is this somebody send this in?
Oh no!
Tommy
Shout
Baker?
out Tommy Baker. Shout out to community member Tommy Baker. What you're looking at, guys, is an At Games Legends 1.1 cabinet. What's different about this cabinet, Steven? Maybe if you pan down a little bit.
I'm zooming in here. Let me see.
What is that? What is that? There's too many buttons on there.
Oh, he put his gamer on the
Right.
Legends 1.1. Nice.
Right. Yeah. So I've been meaning to actually do a video for this, showing people, hey, here's how you swap it out.
Sure.
And also
yeah.
here's some really, really cool games to play. But as you guys know, I've been pretty busy pumping out all kinds of content lately. But shout out to Tommy for getting this done. And that looks pretty sick. That looks like a cab ready for fighting.
You know, I had to think about it because it looks like they did a good job. They blended it right in, P-dubs, on the 1.1. I mean, that's
Yep.
Can we talk about the 1.1 real quick? Because I got to see one for the first time over the weekend in the wild.
Your show?
Well, no, I want to talk about it because, I have the 1.0, and I know you're reviewing the 1.1, and you have a 1.0. And the first thing I said to you was the artwork on the side is a disaster. It really is. It's a disaster. Like, I would not even the pins, like on the 1.1, where it looks like somebody just kind of took thumbtacks and thumbtacked the artwork to the side of the machine. And I get it. Everybody wants options or whatever. But if I bought that machine, I would not put the artwork on. I'd probably order some kind of sticker to put on it, because I understand where At Games was going with it. And I was talking to PK today, and I said, why not just make a soft, like, material? You ever see those window clings? My wife uses them at holidays, and she sticks them fast to the windows, right?
Yeah.
Why not get a window cling type material, and instead of having a flat matte black on the side of the cabinet, make it glossy to where the window clings with some water, you could just apply those and squeegee them out, and they'd look beautiful without the lifting, without any push pins, because you're not going to be, horse playing with this cabinet. Once it's on, it's not going to peel off unless you got a little kid that's going to sit there and peel at it. What do you think?
Guys, there's no such thing as bad ideas.
I mean, do you agree? I mean, I think if anything, that's my biggest complaint with the 1.1.
I'd have to chalk it up under I'd have to see it. Like, I'd have to see it. Like,
but I mean, do you agree that the graphics are the way they're applied right now is a disaster?
Well, I think that it's well, I mean, I said it in
He's missing the broadcasting
review.
cues here. This is a cue for him to tell you about the plastic overlay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Getting there. I'm getting there. So in my 1.1 cabinet review, guys, we got to be honest with you. Even though we host this show, we have to give you our honest feedback about these products, these firmwares and things, which we try to do. And of course, I said that this was a great idea that was poorly executed, but it looks like an improvement is on the way. Personally, I feel this improvement should have been included already with the 1.1, but we're going to dive into it here. So if we can pull up I think we have some pics here. So
yes,
for instance, this is going to be your Space Invaders swappable artwork for the side panels. Now, do we have the pic with the acrylic?
I think we do. Let's go through the we got Bubble Bobble.
Yep. So this one's going to be coming up soon. This one's going to be available.
Like that.
Bubble Bobble.
I would get that.
And I do. Go back one to Space Invaders. If you recall the concept pic that I kind of showed off in a video this week, it was pretty blank at the top, but they've added the Legends Ultimate logo on top. So that kind of,
And
gives you something on the top.
and I do want to say I 100% agreed with you in that video. I like the way they did this now, where it's not just dead space at the top. You were spot on with that.
Yeah. Yep. And then of course Bubble Bobble, we got a nice spread of artwork
That looks
here.
good.
Yep, that looks cute. My wife said she liked that, and she wanted me to turn our Legends Ultimate 1.1 into that, but I would rather go Operation Wolf. This is looking pretty cool in my opinion. What do you think, Steven?
I'm not a fan of the Operation Wolf, to be honest with you. I think there's too much dead space between the Legends Ultimate at the top and the blue sky. They could have put like a plane coming at you or something. I don't know. I'm with your wife
Yeah.
on this. The Bubble Bobble so far is the winner for me.
Okay.
There's Space
And let's
Invaders
move on.
on the cabinet.
Yep, so this kind of gives you an idea as to what that swappable artwork's going to look like on the side. There's Space Invaders applied there. And let's move on to the next one.
So you know what I think too? If you wanted to keep the Legends Ultimate, like I understand the sides, but it would be great to get. I know the other side of the front kick panel is black. Where's the artwork to
Yeah.
replace that? And what about like where the Legends Ultimate, it would have been cool to have like an overlay that you could put over top of where it says Legends Ultimate that has the Bubble Bobble characters going around it in yellow. That would have been cool.
Mhm.
That you could just overlay under your marquee.
Well, there's a couple of things. So one, just doing the side panels is kind of cool. In my opinion, whenever I put artwork on a cabinet, I like to try and go all around the entire cabinet.
Yeah, because it's missing
Um,
it. Even the bezel. It just, I don't know,
so
looks unfinished.
so having a control deck, having a bezel, maybe turn that kick plate black. Now, what's interesting about some of these designs is like Operation Wolf, you can almost get away with that.
Yeah, I would
We'll
agree
have
with
to
that.
see. We'll need the community's feedback. The Legends Ultimate marquee itself is just a, like an acrylic marquee screwed into the front there. So, if you could change that out with an Operation Wolf one, that'll help fill that in. But then again, I'm not too worried about the marquees because we have our
Yeah, pixel case, yeah.
pixel cage as well as the LCD marquee coming out later this year. So yeah, guys, we're gonna need your honest opinions and feedback. Definitely put them in the live chat as well as in the comments after the show. Let us know what you think. Are you okay with just having side panels? Would you prefer more options around the entire machine? Or because all your cabinets are smashed together in your arcade room, who cares, right?
I think
So give us your
P-Dubs is on to something. The Operation Wolf seems to blend the best with it. I mean, Bubble Bobble does
yeah.
blend good because there is a lot of yellows in the Legend Center and black. I mean, that always goes. But sorry, guys,
Yeah.
Space Invaders is a non-starter for me. It just, I don't know, it just sticks out like a sore thumb on the side. The color scheme is
Yeah.
sort of there, but it's not there. The navy blue kills it for me.
Yeah. I would get Operation Wolf, flip the kick plate around to a black kick plate sticking out. And obviously, I have the Pixelcade marquee we can throw on there.
Yeah,
It might actually work out. It might work out. We'll have to
maybe.
see. Obviously, guys, this stuff is coming soon. Fourth quarter, we're hearing. So we'll have to confirm pricing, shipping, all that.
There's
It's
your
not out there
Plexi,
yet.
right?
Right. This is what gives me hope. I wish this had already come with the version 1.1 cabinets. Um, I don't want to have to purchase it separately, just Plexi. But then again, at games, I urge you to provide that option to users to allow them to, even if they don't want to buy swappable artwork, to help hold the artwork that came, the Fix It Felix Multicade artwork, to help it hold it flush against the cabinet.
Yeah.
Selling these acrylic pieces would be great. So we would like to see that on behalf of the community at games. And in the meantime, that gives me hope that this could work out by having those acrylic pieces there to keep everything flush. So let us know your thoughts on that as well, guys. So
Well,
very cool.
I think it could be cool. I think that's one of the things that definitely needed it because again, we're being honest here and At Games wants us to be honest even though we're hosting the show. And honestly, I looked around the cabinet. My son was not a fan. He thought it looked thinner than the one that we have and he said ours just kind of looks like an arcade cabinet. And my son being 8 years old, he attributed the new version 1.1 This is how he described it. He said it looks like one of those Amish benches that you put in your walkway, that when you come in to take your shoes off in somebody's house, you sit down on that and you take your shoes off. Because he said it was so thin, it really didn't look like an arcade to him. And maybe it's just because he's used to this one, but I do like the integration of the gamer going into it. But I heard there was some pinball news that you're going to talk about, like that has to do with Taito. So give it to me.
Yeah, guys. So if you missed the live broadcast a couple days ago, as well as the press release, Taito and AtGames have signed a partnership to develop and create original pinball for their IP and put those exclusively on the AtGames Legends arcade platform. So we don't want to go over this. Make sure you watch the video on my channel, as well as check out the press release. There's a few websites that have already picked it up. But I wanted more so to get your opinion, Steven, because personally, I'm excited about this because it's going to give us the ability to play. Guys, don't forget, your Legends pinball machine is going to have 22 built-in games, right? Games we know and love based upon real tables. You guys know the kind of tables that Farsight Studios has under their, under wing that AtGames is that they're putting on the pinball machine. That's not changing, guys. This is just like Pinball Add-on X or
this is in addition to.
Right, this is in addition to. This is a cherry on the cake. Not only will you have your 22 built-in games, plus the ability to connect PCs and play your own games, but also you'll have the ability to access these games. Now, we don't know. Are these going to be on ArcadeNet? Are these going to be Pinball Add-on X? Are you going to have to stream them? Or does, like, the pinball machine have... The pinball machine should have some pretty decent hardware in it. Have they pushed the limits of the board? Can they run these natively off the cabinet, or even just maybe we put it on a USB stick and it still runs? We'll have to find out, guys. But then again, although your pinball machine and stuff is coming out fourth quarter, these games obviously are just starting to be developed, right?
Right.
They're just starting to be created.
So don't expect it when you get your pinball machine, is what you're saying.
Right. The press release itself says not until early 2021 we'll see the first games. They're being worked on now. Now, obviously, guys, it takes a few hundred hours to design and test and implement a pinball table. So, we're going to have to be patient. But having, an Operation Wolf pinball game, Steven, or a brand new Space Invaders. Space Invaders was a pinball game way back in the 70s. But if you try and play it today, it's very dated, right? It's very old, which is cool. Again, we are getting real tables. But it'd be cool to have a more up-to-date modern Space Invaders game with ramps and chutes and drop targets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of just, if you guys remember the original Space Invaders pinball game, it's literally just like 3 bumpers and a couple of bells.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
when
they announced the Taito game, that was like, what, a year ago?
You made the announcement.
That's what I mean. It was like a year ago.
This is Tech Buzz. This is the Buzzkill, and Taito has signed with AtGames. I remember that.
But that was a year ago, so it took a year for them to come out, and it was worth the wait. Now you're getting 40 plus games for free. So guys, don't go get your pitchforks and your torches. Just calm down. We're getting pinball. We're getting lots of pinball. Lots and lots of pinball. So
lots and lots of pinball.
Let's talk.
Think about it.
Okay. I was waiting.
Well,
I was waiting because you were going to drop some knowledge.
Yes. Well, guys, I just don't want you to forget your Legends pinball machine. You are going to have so many ways to play so many different variations of virtual pinball. You're going to have built-in games. You have the ability to stream games to the cabinet through the AtGames servers. AtGames is going to continue to add more independent developed tables like Leprechaun King and Space Ramp. As part of this firmware update, guys, Space Ramp is going to be available to all of us. We showed that off on last week's episode of Legends Center. And guys, there's more tables in the hopper being optimized now that are going to be added to that platform as well. And then, of course, the ability to, hook up your own PC to this cabinet and run your own games and stuff like that,
So
guys. There's going to be
I'm
so
looking forward to that
many ways,
because
so
I
many
have a
ways
bunch of
to play this.
pinball games that I play right now with the gamer
Mhm,
that are on
mhm,
Steam that I purchased. That'll be sweet to
mhm.
be able to play them on the Legends cabinet, the Legends
Yeah.
pinball games that you purchased through Steam and be able to play them
Yep.
from Zen Studios, a bunch of different places. I'm a
Yeah.
big Star Wars fan, so I bought a
Zakaria,
well, I
Zakaria,
bought a lot
Pinball
of
Arcade.
the Star Wars ones on Zen that I play on my Legends Ultimate. So it'll be nice to play them on the gamer. I mean, I'm sorry, on the
Yeah.
Legends pinball, but I do play
Yeah,
them on the
we'll
game.
see. Yeah. So we'll see how everything shakes out. There's going to be so many features and functionalities and ways to play games. That's what's cool about the At Games IP, man. They're all about options.
So
Um,
can we talk about this thing here? There's this board that I'm looking at here. It
yes.
looks like a PCB of some sort. What is this?
Yes. So these are some exclusive photos, not something you just see off the internet, not concept photos or anything like that, guys. This is your Legends
Oh, we're
Connect.
dropping the Legend Connect picture?
Yeah, brand new product announced yesterday by At Games. It would have been nice if they held it for the show, but it's okay. We're not angry. At Games did provide us a whole bunch of information. uh, so as you guys can see right here, you have your Legends Connect PCB board. Now, underneath that heatsink, guys, don't get too hopped up on any kind of modding cocaine. It's the same chipset, same power as your existing Legends Ultimate platforms. However, this is designed for the do-it-yourself. This is designed for the modder and the modding community. If we can go to the next photo.
So I take it that's a Wi-Fi chip that's hanging there with that's what it
Yep.
looks like with
So,
the two-sided tape that's hanging there because that's a typical Wi-Fi wire.
yep. Yep. This is going to have Wi-Fi. This is going to have Bluetooth. It has two USB ports, USB the USB 3.0, a 2.0. Does have the HDMI port, as well as the power port. Has that CMOS battery right there as well. And we can kind of keep moving around the board here. Let's take a look at the next picture.
And it
And of course, you
has
have
a
these.
30 pin over there.
Nope, 40 pin. That's
40
a
pin?
40
40
pin.
pin?
Yep, 40 pin, guys. So, for instance, when you take a look at this, if you guys have ever cracked open a Pandora's box, you'll notice that this thing is going to be easily plug and play swappable with, let's say, a Pandora's box fight stick that has the 40 pin harness in it.
Nice.
So that'll be probably the easiest mod to do with this, is that this is essentially plug and play with a good chunk of Pandora's boxes out there that have the 40 pin. So, and that way, you're with the 40 pin, your player one controls, your player two controls, all that is through the pin. And obviously, with your USB, if you're worried about this thing only having 20 games included on it, well, you have a USB to play some more games, right, Stephen? But we don't want to dive too deep into that.
No, no. I mean, so
But
the possibilities
you guys know what we're talking about.
possibilities are endless. Well, what do you think the price is going to be on this thing? Like 150 bucks? I think 100 bucks would be a sweet spot.
150 is too high. So
Yeah, 129.
Nope,
No,
less.
99.
Less. This thing should be under 100, guys. But we're
Wow.
waiting now. Who's gonna sell it, right? Who's gonna sell it? Where's it gonna come from? Check this out, guys. News you didn't hear nowhere else but here on Legends Center. The Legends Connect device will be sold through DIY Retro Arcade. That's right,
Wow.
guys. If you are a modding enthusiast, you've probably used DIY Retro Arcade. Shane and the boys over there are fantastic guys that help you with mods. And also, what do they do, Steven? They make kits, right? They make kits for modding. So there's potential. Now, I tried to get a hold of Shane. Unfortunately, I couldn't touch base with him this week due to conflicting schedules. But I was trying to find out, Shane, are you just going to sell the board, or are you also going to put together a great kit with the harness set up, ready to go? That way it can kind of be, buttons and joysticks, everything ready. That way people can just plug and play and stuff. And knowing DIY Retro Arcade, I'm assuming that's going to happen, but I don't want to speak for him, so don't kill the messenger. I think we can safely assume it, but don't kill the messenger if it doesn't happen. But yes, guys, so DIY Retro Arcade is the first authorized reseller of an AtGames product.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. That's big news that they've partnered up with him and they're going to be selling this board and hopefully some kits, right? Keep going.
Well, no,
What?
that explains this competition. This PDF that we've got here. It's not a spreadsheet.
Mhm.
But I
Yep.
was just kind of reading this while you were talking, and it looks like AtGames is sponsoring its first ever Build Your Own Legends. I mean, they're not just wanting you to buy their cabinet, they're embracing. They want you to do this. They want you to go out there and build yourself your own legend how you think it should be built, by yourself or a team. Maybe we should be a team. Maybe we should. No, I don't want to be a teammate with you because every time I go on Rex's show, we lose. And I told Rex that this last time. I said, I can't make it, but if I did, why are you sticking me with P-dubs? You're going to make me lose.
Well, guys, if you wanted to, what's nice about the Legends Connect is if you're looking to make a cocktail table, a bar top, an arcade machine, use your imagination, guys. You want to stick this thing on a screen in a car, who knows, right? And the world, it's only let your imagination run wild. So what's going to happen is we're going to do a build your own legends competition. Now we're going to publish all these rules and everything on the fan pages. We'll get all this stuff uploaded. So we're going to have a panel of judges. There'll be 3 judges, and you guys will have 30 days to make your own legends. Worried about shipping damage? Build it yourself.
That's right. That's
Just a
right.
joke.
Well, so what's with this budget? They're saying that you only have a budget of $300, so you can only do it. You can only spend up to $300, right?
Right. So scroll down to how to enter a little bit further.
Well, let's
Where it says
touch this
enter.
too because of our Canadian folks that had asked about this earlier because they're getting excited and like, now we can get a Legends in Canada. Well, no, unfortunately, to be eligible to participate in this competition, you must be a U.S. resident. Sorry, guys, internationally. Sorry, it's all P-Dub's fault.
No, it's not mine. Okay, so what you guys want to do is if you're interested in doing this, you have to submit a proposal to arcadeideas@atgames.net with in the subject line BYOL project proposal. And it should be a detailed like, hey, let's just say for instance, hey, I want to make a bar top arcade machine and this is what I want to do and here's my budget and we're going to try and make it for less than $300. Now, if your project is selected to go forward, you will be sent the Connect board to proceed with your project. And then from there, obviously, we are going to, although Legend Center is going to be over, I think I'll probably end up maybe doing we'll do live streams, kind of like Legends Got Talent, kind of like America's Got Talent, and keep the community up to date on these projects. So yeah, and let's keep going down here.
I should do one called Pimp My Legends. That would be so much better.
Right.
Forget P-Dub stuff. Forget it. He's on live too much anyways.
Right. So you're gonna get the or Pimp My Legends. I like that too. So we're gonna go God, what is the word? So you're gonna get the board, but obviously if you're going to make the machine like side panels, buttons, marquees, all that stuff is up to you. And can you get this done for $300 or less? Now get creative, guys. Let's keep scrolling down here. We'll probably get to the next page.
Oh, all right. The prizes. That's on page 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time reading. It's kind of blurry on my end here. Let me open it up.
One winner will be selected with the AtGames BYOL panel as the grand prize winner. The winner will receive an AtGames Legends pinball machine when available. One winner will be selected based off of the community vote. A poll will then be created, and then the community will have a set period of time to vote. The winner will receive an AtGames Legends Gamer Pro device when available. The final prize will be decided by the AtGames CEO, PK. This will also be known as PK's Pick. The winner will receive an At Games Legends Mini when available. Each winner will be notified by Facebook private and public message and or by email before claiming the prize. The winner must provide his or her contact address and telephone number to At Games at the time of the notification. So, P-Dubs, that was something that I was kind of concerned about because we've seen some crazy names in the community. It's best when you guys submit this to actually put in your correct information, and you have 14 days after being notified before your prize will be shipped, apparently.
Right. Now, what's cool is let's just say there's 5. Let's just say 5 people working on this project.
Yes.
What's cool is there's the potential to win 3 prizes. So that's really cool. Obviously, the winning an At Games Legends pinball machine, if you're like, oh, hey, I invested a couple $100, but I didn't win. Well, that's a nice return on investment right there. Obviously, the Gamer Pro as well, and then also the Legends Mini for PK's pick. So that's really, really cool.
Winner, you have to be in communication with At Games within 14 days. If you do not,
yes, guys,
go ahead.
Yeah, guys, if you're selected, like you have to be serious, guys. You have to participate. You have to be willing to keep At Games posted as they follow up with you on the project, as well as be willing to share the project on social media, which could include pictures, photos, being on live stream. I think we might even live stream the fan vote, Stephen. I think we figured out a good way to have people vote live and vote for their for the one that the community picks as the winner. So that'll be really cool. It's important to note that although there are a potential to win 3 prizes, a maximum of 2 prizes can be awarded per household. So even if the panel picks one and the community agrees, if PK does his pick, he can't pick for that same person. He's going to have to pick somebody else. So potential with 2 prizes.
And I think winning, obviously. I was gonna say, I think there's something in here too. Like if you gave us a hard time while we did this 14 or 13 episode show, Legends Center, we reserve the right to disqualify you from this competition. I think there's something in the rules about that, isn't there?
If there is, I missed it. There's a lot of.
You're supposed to go with me on this. Come on, man.
Oh wait, that was a joke.
It was
okay. Good. It was a joke. Woo, Steven, you had me worried there. I was like, did they really put
they're not gonna. No, I was. Forget it. Never mind. Feel free to give him a hard time because obviously he. Never mind.
But we have a lot of great guys in our community. Tommy, you know who you are. You've been telling me for a long time you're building this cocktail table. Rex from the Rexer Show is very interested in making his own Legends Ultimate machine because he knows how to cut side panels. So guys, don't be afraid to compete. Don't be afraid to participate in this contest. I'm excited.
I think if I had to guess who's going to win this, I should get a prize for guessing the winner because I'll tell you who's going to win this competition before it even gets started, before he even submits his entry. And that's Bobby Vu from To Die For because it's going to be clean like a mother. Take that to the bank.
So now, although we host the show, I'm still going to participate. I already know exactly what I'm going to make.
You lost.
I figure we should lead by example, but because I host the show, guys, don't worry. I'm not eligible to win any prizes. This thing's not going to be rigged.
Is it going to look, wait a second, is it going to look like Christmas threw up on it, like your entry into the At Games Christmas Spectacular that you did?
Mine is going to be very simple, something that I think a lot of folks are going to be able to do with this.
Okay.
And keep it easy. Keep it easy. I'll let Bobby and Rex and Tommy and all these other guys go nuts.
Dude, they're gonna go insane. Say Rex too. But I'm putting my money on Bobby because dude is like the modding king.
Don't let Bobby scare you away, guys. I want you to participate.
You know what I think?
And we don't even know if he's gonna do it.
No, but you know what I think would be cool if somebody took it and they put it in some kind of hardware handheld and made it like a Legends handheld, because that's the idea I was going to kind of go for. I was going to try to find like a like
Yeah,
like
make
a something
make a
that's
tablet.
busted that I could connect it to like a handheld of some sort. I think that would be
Make it
fun.
a make it a coffee table.
No, because I think no, but I think a lot of people are going to do that, and I've been one that I've wanted a Legends handheld because I do a lot with handhelds. I have a PSP, I have my Switch, I have a Game Gear. I mean, I have all these devices that I carry with me in my backpack when I go
Right.
places. I would love to have a Legends gamer handheld. So if I
Yeah,
don't
that would
make
be
it,
kind
somebody else needs to make one really cool.
that'd be cool, guys. But let's put things in perspective. Shout out to At Games for giving us a lot of great information, for letting us hype the Legends Connect device, as well as announce the upcoming contest. We didn't read the entire thing to you guys. Trust me,
No,
there's nothing
we're
controversial in
already
there.
over
It's just for
time.
the sake, yeah, it's for the sake of time.
Yep.
We'll get you the information uploaded. At Games now, after this show, will also be making their own announcements about the contest. Also, guys, next week is the end of the road, baby. Episode 13, the season finale of Legend Center. We don't even know if there's going to be a season 2. It might be series finale.
It could be. It could be. They could write
But
us
if you
off.
guys want us to if you guys want us to come back and do the show, give us a thumbs up on the way out, as well as leave comments below. Say, hey, we'd like you guys to come back, and also tell At Games we'd like you to renew Legend Center. Right?
And you know what? I'd like to shake up a little bit of the, if we do come back from for season 2, especially with some of
yes.
these systems. I'd like to do some more like how tos. I'd like to, even myself, I'd
Yes.
like to put together, like, once the pinball comes out, like different ways. A
Yes.
lot of guys want to know how, like, I capture things with the video. In fact, you were one. You know, we, in the early stages, that was one of the reasons I said to PK, I'm like, I could show the community how to do it, and we've done it, and I've done it. I think even with the pinball, people are going to want to know how to stream it besides the built-in function, the way guys are using with Wirecast, OBS, things like that. I think that could be fun on this type of a show.
Add value, baby. Add value. Yes. If we do come back, guys, we definitely will be because there's it wouldn't be until January.
Yes.
So in full transparency, because during the winter there's going to be some events, but next year there's going to be a whole ton of events. So if we did come back, it wouldn't be until next year to cover those, weekly events, because this is an esports show,
Yep.
as well as deliver the news. And then, of course, we'll have more game tutorials, walkthroughs, tips and tricks, and whatever you guys send us.
Yes.
I don't even think we need to share the thumbnail.
No, I don't think so, because we're pretty much at the end of the road, and they're telling me to wrap it up, and we're getting the zoom out. So
Tune in next week for the season finale, guys. Is it going to be? Oh, I shouldn't say it.
Well, there's probably going to be some pinball, maybe. But Dubs, I think, is going to get a pie in the face. We'll see.
Pinball or bust. Oh, yeah.
Dig it.